Hello friends. I have been frequently asked to make a video featuring some semi-automatic or .22 caliber miniature guns, and today, April 1st, I'm trying to accommodate your requests. Look at what I have here. It is a relatively rare old German blank pistol from the 70s. It is pretty small and ergonomically shaped. I received it broken and restored it, made some parts and adjusted it so it is fully functional now. I was also lucky to have the original box, which makes it quite valuable for collectors. The lettering Ma-Re means Meyer and Riem. Later, it became the company Umarex, a well-known German sports and air gun manufacturer. As far as I know, this model is based on pre-war developments and was produced until the late 80s. This is a well thought out mechanism that seems a bit playful but is fascinating if you take a closer look inside. The box contains 2 magazines, a cleaning brush, and a launching cup for the flare. This model vents out through the barrel, but there are also versions with top venting for the British market. It can shoot standard 15mm flares and rockets. In Germany it is a tradition to shoot blank guns and pyrotechnics outside on New Year's Eve. The rocket is placed in the cup and launched. It flies about 20 to 25 meters high. And here is the ammunition. This funny looking dumpling is actually a .22 Flowbird blank cartridge. It reminds me of delicious food in Shanghai. Here are the magazines again. The magazine design is very simple. It's just a tube with spring and follower, where the cartridges are placed bottom down. It is simply hooked into the gun. Can you guess how many cartridges fit in there? There are 9 cartridges. Pretty strong for such a toy. It is some sort of double action only pistol, where the pistol chambers, fires, and ejects solely by pulling the trigger. While pulling the trigger, you work against at least 3 springs. You can imagine that the trigger weight is quite heavy. After firing 2 to 3 magazines, your trigger finger will be sore. Now, let's have some fun. The ejection port is here. It only ejects on the second shot. First, the fired cartridge is inserted into the port and held in place by the hammer, before being ejected with the next shot. The mechanism has a hold open feature, and when the magazine becomes empty, the follower prevents the trigger from activating. And here comes the last spended cartridge. Now I will open it and show you the fascinating mechanics of the Perfecta G. First, I need to remove this screw in order to take out the fake slide. Then, I remove the grip as well. I use spent cartridges for this demonstration. I think it is possible to fire it while disassembled. What can be dangerous? The functionality is very reminiscent of a pump action or lever action shotgun. When the tubular magazine is pushed into the grip, the top cartridge is also inserted into the movable cartridge chamber. This cartridge chamber is now moved backwards and upwards by pulling the trigger, and at the same time, it takes the upper cartridge with it on its way. The chamber has a gas vent hole on the top. If it reaches the end position, it is pressed to the underside of the barrel, where there is an opening again. After the moving chamber has reached its final position, the hammer strikes the rim of the cartridge and ignites it. The gases are directed forward out of the muzzle. After the shot, the spent cartridge lands in the ejection port and is thrown out with the next shot. If it doesn't fire, for example cartridge was bad, the unfired cartridge will be thrown out. Pretty cool system. However, this system is not completely gas tight, so a lot of smoke gets into the inner area of the pistol. After a little shooting, your hands will also be very dirty. The gun has to be cleaned properly, otherwise really thick encrustations of dirt will form inside. No projectile. Just gas pressure. Got pretty warm. You can see how gas tight the pistol is. Not at all. There is a pressure reduction hole on the side. The barrel of this version has no obstacles in it and is completely open. This was done so that you can also insert and fire gas cartridges. You know, Germany and gas. A 4.5mm BB fits in almost perfectly, so you can do some illegal nonsense with it, like shooting at cans for example. However, due to the pressure reduction opening on the slide side, the power is not even enough to pierce the can. I hope it was a bit interesting for you. If you liked the video, Write in the comments. I might show you other interesting blank guns from my collection.